I will be very surprised if I don't see a deal because the stakes are very high for both sides. And for China, as we have estimated, if all tariffs are added back based on as Trump has promised in his Twitter, then that can drag down China's GDP growth in 2019 by as much as 0.5 percentage points, and that's quite significant. And similar impact could happen to the U.S., although it is quite unclear at this point. But the stock market won't take it very well at all. And I think for President Trump, he very much wants a deal because before the next election cycle, he certainly wants to appeal tougher as a deal maker. And this negotiation with China is very important for his next coming election.
That's right. And even in his tweet, he spoke about how he was disappointed with the talks not moving at the pace expected, moving slowly, so to speak. But he didn't hint at he wanting a no-deal scenario to play out. He was essentially talking tough. So, Dan, what does this mean for the U.S. and Chinese economy into Q2? Because so far, you know, the stimulus measures and the Fed pivot have helped the economy stay stable in Q1.
Well, that's definitely a concern because at this point, any disturbance from the U.S.-China negotiation can have a very damaging impact for especially China because the consumer confidence and investor confidence are at record low, and it was bolstered somewhat by the Q1 GDP performance, but it can easily be disturbed by any coming bad news. And for China, we have already seen a lot of factories closing down in Guangdong and Fujian province, and if there's more tariffs, we'll see more of such closing down and unemployment along the coastal area, and that is a very not much desirable outcome.
So if not this Friday, to your mind, when is the next date that we can expect a deal?
We still think that the deal can happen before Friday. And it will be very limited in nature. But we think it can happen mostly because the stakes are high if the talks are collapsed now. And if we look at how this trade talk has evolved in the past year, the likelihood of reaching a deal has been actually increasing, not decreasing. And there is this enforcement mechanism embedded in the deal. So somewhere along the line, if the U.S. decides that China hasn't been compliant enough and it's breaking the rules, it can also always add back this extra tariffs back to China. But if it starts to adding back the tariffs now, the U.S. will lose all the leverage, and that will be unwise to do.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.